So begin by telling me a little bit about working with Eli Roth on sort of the vision for the story and then making the film.
Well, I'm a huge fan of Eli. Eli watched my first movie, Promedio Rojo, like almost 10 years ago when I had more hair. And he loved the movie. And from that moment on, we started talking about doing a movie together. And, you know, Eli ended up doing The Last Exorcism. And that movie was a huge hit everywhere. And because of that, he got the opportunity of getting money to produce movies for other directors around the world. And we started talking about doing a horror movie together. And I told him everything that happened during the earthquake that actually happened in Chile in the year 2010. And we were like, whoa. Suddenly when we were talking about that, like randomly, we're like, that will be a great, because we started talking about, let's make a haunted house movie. And then we're like, that's really original. Why we don't make a big disaster movie that is also grounded and where you're not escaping from, you know, a monster or a guy that has a mask that wants to stab you. And basically it's you against Mother Nature and how creepy and insane that is. So that was the idea, and from that we started working like right away. Like we shot the movie in January of 2012, and we premiered the movie in Toronto, and now we're releasing the movie everywhere like on May 10. So it has been a very fast process.
That's very fast. Well, you said you wanted to make a movie sort of about Mother Nature as the villain instead of sort of you know, a monster or whatever. But you added
exactly
the prisoner aspect. So did you feel like the disaster aspect wasn't quite enough? You had to kind of amp it up a little bit more, or
I mean, everything that happened during the earthquake in Chile showed me what could actually happen, you know, in the real world when there is a real earthquake. And what happened in Chile is that, and that could happen in any society. Basically, now we live in a world where there is a 99% and a 1%, and a lot of people are really mad. And it's all about how weak, you know, is society. You know, that one little thing like an earthquake can, you know, destroy everything. And suddenly money doesn't matter, and that's what happens in the movie. You know, you have people escaping from prison, you have people looting, and all of that happened in Chile. And I wanted to incorporate that into the movie because I thought that was really interesting. You know, that it's about, yeah, of course, the movie is about what happens with Mother Nature, but then you have what happens with human nature, and human nature is really scary when there are no laws.
Yeah, well, and one of the characters, Pollo, is rich, and he's kind of throwing money
away,
and it's not helping.
Not at all. Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. And also the other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to do a movie that shows like a really cool Latin America. We're so used to see movies where Latin America is like City of God, you know, or Maria full of coke. Like all those movies are about that. And I wanted to show that in Latin America, everybody's on Twitter, everybody's on Facebook, everybody listens to MGMT at a club, that everything is so globalized now. And I wanted to show that Latin America, and also I wanted to show what happens, you know, when something goes wrong. And that's something that could happen here in LA, you know, or anywhere in the world.
Yeah, and there's sort of a slow bleed to the disaster. There's a lot of setup time with the characters and getting to know them. Was that important to you to sort of build up those characters?
Yeah, the thing that happens to me every time that I see a movie that comes from the US is that you don't spend time with the character. So it's like, hi, I'm John, I'm dead. And that's it. And you're like, what? Like, I want to know more about that character. And then basically it's like playing a video game because you don't care about the characters. And yeah, you could see that somebody dies in a cool way or there is a cool VFX, you know, but you don't spend time with the characters. And here I wanted that if one character is going to die, the audience has to be in pain because of what's happening.
Absolutely. Well, and I love that we're at the Magic Castle and you have a magic cat
on
your T-shirt.
Of course.
That's awesome. Great, Nicolas, thank you.